What is up, my fellow sackers? We got a Edison Pod winner here. He just won this hamster mat. Good friend ChaiTea.
What's up?
What is up?
What's up, dude?
Yeah, and so I'm really happy he won. I really wanted to show off his deck because it's super freaking high rarity. And yeah,
what? So I don't know.
You what?
I mean, yours is also high rarity. So
I know, this is cool. This deck's cool.
1 year ago, we did not have decks like this. We all had, yeah. Anyways.
What are we playing?
We're playing Diva Hero. Back to the old deck. Yeah, it's good cards when you draw them in the right order. If you don't, then you kind of get O2 and scrub out. But for the pod, Dark Armed, pretty good card. I do triple Caius, just pops everything that is set. Extra out to Oppression. So, Heroes. I think you need 2 Prodigy. I feel like he's just too core to like the engine. He lets you like, this is too good of a setup. Like going second.
Yeah.
And like the Diva plays and like Armory Arm OTK, it all filters through this guy. So it's like I can't dead draw and do this. And like you see this, then am I really gonna add Mally without a way to outlet him? Not really.
Yeah.
So I think you need the extra hero, and it just adds the consistency that you need to the deck, and it makes sense for the third Caius also. The other 3 Warrior Boys.
Oh, the package.
Yeah, the extra dark package. Don't let your Rota brick, because if you're on the E-call especially, then you need the extra targets.
Right.
But Necro's pretty good. Sometimes I'll side this out if I know they're bringing multiple DDVs, just because I'm not trying to go minus infinite. But yeah, it helps against a lot of matchups, especially people that forget that it's there. I feel like that happens a lot even in value matches. People forget, and then they try to swing over your monster. You're like, back to my turn, I guess. Yeah, exactly. So the extra Dark Boys. Yeah, Gore's is always like OTK, and this like helps facilitate. Like Gore's Caius is just a dumb thing to have in your hand. So you just you build up your hand, and then you just explode for 8k in 1 turn is like the idea behind a lot of this deck. Triple Diva.
Sheesh.
1 Gilman and then 1 Snowman.
One Snowman.
Yeah, I know that people can pick Treeborn or Snowman, but like I just didn't want to lose a Blackwings, so it's this for now. And like I know Treeborn's good against like a lot of other decks but I side in Decree, like spoiler alert, and I don't really want to have to always side out Treeborn, and like I'd rather side one of these, and then if I'm playing Blackwing, just side in a second and like just FTK them. Yeah, and that worked well for me every time I play against Blackwing. The reason you should play this deck is because of this into this is like it's just too much gas most of the time for people to deal with. It's only bad if you draw Mally, but if you see it at any time, there's ways there's actually been a lot more times where I don't even play turn 1 like right away if I don't have protection, or like if I have heavy, I'll just pro set heavy, and then that won me like 2 games out of in the pod just. Because like you don't want to heavy afterwards, so you might as well just pro set it, see what they do, and then you get rewarded for a +1 sometimes, even if it's 1 for 1. Then next turn you're doing this into like Caius with the Mally that you dump and everything. So I think sometimes holding it is actually right, surprisingly. So yeah. So this is
crack.
If you're up tempo in this deck, like they're just always responding to your next thing, and like they're just so fucked.
If you open Stratos,
open Stratos into like Prodigy, into the next Diva, into spin back with the Wing Blast or
just
something.
By far the best opener, right?
All tempo, yeah. And then steal their cards. Being able to play this in your main deck is very good against the meta right now, because Value's like, yo, let me just set Raikou every time, and then you're like, nah. Like you can win the game off turn 1.
I hate this card.
You just win turn 1.
This card
take the
destroys
Raikou,
me.
pop their back row, and then they lose. There's actually times I lost today because I popped a blind back row when I could have played Miracle and then lost my Miracle, but then I could pop the Royal Oppression afterwards. So it's something to consider.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I've seen multiple back rows.
He had 2 back rows, and I was like, oh, I'll just blind hit 1, but just in case that situation comes up for you in the future. Always need to get rid of back row. The lures, just good. They're your traps. You got 2 bottomless, 2 wing blasts. There's Raigeki break, but because the meta right now is so value infested, like you don't really want to break any of their synchros. So it's like wing blast is just, it goes along with the rest of the deck being tempo based. So you just have to, if they're seeing 5 cards and you've seen like 7 to 8, it's like the game's over. I'm pretty sure. Like
true.
You can go through like 11 cards your first turn, and then you set them back a turn. So it's just good tempo deck is how I played it. And then you just play the 1-0s, the blowout card, and then like everything else you just try to live until you blow them out, basically is the gist of the deck. Overall it's just really fun to play. I mean, it's like you get to play dynamic cards, you get to play all the synchros. It's a lot of fun. So you get to like spam these guys who, like, if you use them correctly, you tribute him for like Vanities or Caius, and you just pop everything. It's the reason he's one of the best cards in the format. Then you got the level 8s. Don't think you can cut any of these. They all come up at their own situation, so these guys are all 100% staying forever. The one level 7, Black Rose, came up a lot in my final round because he plays 6 Sams, and I actually have experience in that matchup.
Oh, Jesus.
So Decree and to blow up the game is like, yeah,
GG.
It's GG. Like Sirocco, one turn with Decree, hit over their monster, next turn Diva, and then pop the field. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then the level 6s, like sometimes I just don't want to make one of these and like waste the commit.
Right.
So like I just want to use this, and this randomly can come up versus like so many like random 0 defense monsters.
Yeah, Titanial,
Dandelions. Everyone's playing more weird shit because Value's like so prevalent, and like running over Value, if you somehow know what it is, whether Dust Shoot or DDV, you know they're setting a Value. You want to, like, do you really want to take or bounce there? No, you want to pierce for 24, 21 and have a bigger beater. And then he grows bigger than the Armed Wing, so it's like, I don't know.
That's true.
It's decent. It's definitely not the shittiest card, but yeah, the 2 level 5s have to play because you play Diva. Yeah, the fact that you just hold Prodigy, Diva, plus Mally and Grave is instant Colossal Army Arm if they ever have it.
It's the best Colossal deck.
It's just the quickest, like, they get caught slipping. Like, it does it to Fortress super easily, like if you have Heavy or whatever. Decree, especially, like, all of a sudden they're like, oh, I just lost the game, out of nowhere. It's like one of the best combos. This Tribute,
that's
I think
what I was saying.
the ability to flex Tribute is actually low-key really overrated, like underrated. Because like you need to tribute this guy off, or you need a brain con convert.
Right.
Like there's actually situations where I'm like, oh shit, I brain con their Grandmaster, hit over the other monster, and then I'm like, well, now I have to tribute for Sirocco. And they played Rivalry, and he was like, yeah, that was one of the rulings that came up today. And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure you can tribute over, but yeah. And then he was like, no, you can't. And then I was like, okay, judge. And then yeah,
Get fucked.
basically get fucked. The extra Snowman for Black Wings and anything super aggro. That guy's one of pretty good with the vanities. Just
Right, 1/1,
just 1/1. This guy's like the new spice of the month. Like everyone is using their graveyard a lot. With Decree, like you don't protect him, but that one turn that you pop off, you don't get crowed. You don't get.
Oh yeah.
It's just like you just
Decree and this is insulates everything.
Decree plus this is like the one turn you're gonna set. You're like try to break my board after that. Basically, like you can't Dark Arm me. You can't like. You're gonna have to battle phase me first. So I don't know. It's pretty good. And the one sider because I felt like machines are on the rise because Value's so popular. So it's like you just have to have the one in case you run
that deck's
into
coming up randomly.
Yeah, and then spells just do these 3 because you play Decree. You just want a little more interaction. This came. Nope, it didn't come up. I drew it too late when it was like a top deck. So actually this was pretty bad. But, I still play it. I think just having an extra discard outlet.
Yeah, it's good right now in this meta.
Yeah, and then everyone.
Hey.
I don't know if there's a video on this yet, but someone should definitely do that.
Yeah, someone should do that.
Yeah, it's pretty good card. Yeah, I resolved it a hit of Value and a Sirocco, so it's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, it's not bad. And then 1 DDV, Decrees, and then this card's actually insane versus so much random stuff like Fortresses, like the Samurai Boys, like you just banish them, don't deal with them ever again. And like you can play them with Decree, like you just slowly chip away, and then all of a sudden the pop-off turn is Decree, end the game.
So how do you lose with this deck then, bro?
Oh, you just you open Future Fusion, but then you draw both Malleys.
Oh, is that what you did today?
That's what I did.
Oh. Why don't you not do that?
Oh, yeah, next time I'll just stack.
You should stack.
Yeah, next time I'll just stack.
Any closing thoughts?
Actually have a couple rulings that they got wrong at the format that I wanted to go over. They thought they could solemn my Gores, which I had to judge, and he also agreed that he could solemn my judge, so I had to appeal. Drago summoning over Hamster. The judge ruled that you can summon the Raikou off Hamster.
What?
And I did. It wasn't my match, so I didn't appeal for him, but I was like, that is so unfortunate. And then depresenting after spell speed 3, like solemn in the declaration. I've been seeing my own heavy. The guy was like, why are you doing that? Because it was against Starlight Road. And then he's like, there's no way I don't get Stardust here. And I just called another judge. And then the last thing was the Rivalry verse.
Like tributing over Rivalry.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Don't forget the life points.
Oh, yeah. There was a life point debate over that.
Oh my, you had a
Dude,
bunch
that's so
of
many.
ruling
I'm like,
issues.
why am I playing this one? It's just too funny.
God.
Yeah, it was a fun day though.
That's crazy.
Yeah, shout out to all the boys. It's always good. The boys.
Hey, why are there so many?
It's actually so many.
Why are there so many boys here? What is going on?
Really?
All right, peace out, guys.